Hello everybody, welcome to Reto and Rhaps race the same maps to the dragon style. Are you ready to get confused about when I'm going to start this episode? With the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go? You'll never guess where I actually started.
You know what? I won't.
This list will surprise you.
I'm not even going to try and guess, so therefore, yeah, I definitely will never get.
I did it on 2. No guesses. All right.
You cheated.
I did.
I think that means you're not allowed to win this episode. This is the only episode where we have a rule of no cheating, by the way.
Okay. Or maybe I could. What's another thing I can do to make up for it? Is there any? Give me a lifeline for yourself. We should adopt a lifeline policy.
You have to complete floor 4. Go for it. Enjoy.
I have to full clear floor 4.
No. Sorry, the secret room on floor 4.
Oh. Okay. You're on.
Really?
I'll do it.
All right. I'm probably gonna die on this run. I mean, clearly.
No.
I've been doing it a lot recently. This series has become slightly more imbalanced ever since I stopped my daily Gungeon series.
Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen because I still play Gungeon pretty much every day. It's it means a lot, you know. Go figure. If you play something every day, it's a little bit more in your muscle memory.
Yeah, this is definitely a game that you get rusty at relatively quickly because of how much it relies exactly on that muscle memory.
Yeah, I'm stocking up videos for a 2-day vacation because I can't remember the last home. It's a
staycation?
It's a staycation. I do not remember the last time I've gone 2 days without working on something.
Yeah.
So it is a staycation. And I've started to think, like, what is it going to be like to not play Enter the Gungeon for 2 days? I wonder if I'm going to be able to notice.
You're going to come back and you won't know how to play. We need to do a race recording the day after.
Then?
I need to, yeah.
All right. I'm into the idea.
Chance I have.
I'm into the idea. I'll be sure to remember, and I will definitely forget. I'll turn my brain off on vacation. Not that I've got it on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
What's the last vacation you took? And what? Like, it could be a staycation.
Staycation?
Like an intentional one. An intentional one.
I find myself earlier this year. I mean, that counts as a staycation.
Yeah, for sure. In fact, they're like normal vacations
I went to PAX Australia.
Oh, I've never been to a gaming convention. Am I opposing?
I will tell you, you're not missing out on that much. I mainly went because a couple people I knew went, and I was like, I would like to hang out with these people all at the same time. And this is where they're gonna be.
Yeah, you know, that's why I would go. But also, like, I don't like crowds. And it's like a big crowd.
Yeah.
It's like a big crowd. Or so I hear.
Yeah, it is. It's it was hard at times, I'll give you that much. It's definitely not the most comfortable thing.
Yeah, I mean,
thankfully PAX Australia is a little bit significantly less packed than, you know, Prime, West, East, etc.
I guess that makes sense. I always, because my birthday was always, I might have even said this, is always around the week of E3. So my dad would always mention potentially going to E3 for my birthday, and I was like, that, like, early in the year, I'm like, yeah, that sounds amazing. And then, like, it would get closer, and I'd be like, yeah, but I don't know. I don't, like, what if I get there, and I'm probably not gonna, like, I don't know. Would I really enjoy myself in that environment? Probably not.
A large amount of people, like, spend most of their time off of the show floor, just either in small panels or just hanging out mainly.
Yeah.
So you can kind of steer clear of the crowds a lot of the time, and a lot of the things that the crowds are going for are things that you would not be interested in.
Yeah. like what? What would I not be interested in?
Okay, how much Worlds of Tanks have you played? Because from my time at PAX Australia, it would appear that every single person in Australia loves that game direly, or they paid people to stand in line.
You know, Don't. I wish I knew anything about tanks so I could make a clever joke, but I just I got nothing. I love that. I love that game. I love it when the treads move.
Oh yeah, that is a trank reference. Trank reference.
And I like it when the tank moves because the treads moved.
Yep.
My favorite thing about them.
Those are two different things. I can't fault you. You clearly know a lot about tanks.
I mean, I wouldn't just lie here on Reto and Rhaps race the same maps. It's definitely not a staple of the series.
Reto, I'm planning a ground invasion of another nation. I would like you to lead my ground forces in particular. But
you're
you can
screwed.
lead the vehicular troops. And you're clearly qualified. We just went over all of the qualifications for it. So I know you're ready. I won't take no for an answer. You're out on the field tomorrow at sunrise.
Do I have to bring my own tank? Which I have plenty of. Which I have plenty of.
Tanks right now.
All right.
That's what all those people were in line for. Yeah, World of Tanks? Oh, this must be where you buy them.
This is
great. I have a war that I am watching.
They had a gift bag. It was a tank. A goodie bag.
They actually did have goodie bags, which is probably why everyone was lining up. The goodie bags were just full of promotional material for
Oh, I'm sure. Like, it's a new tank hat. You get a new tread skin if you waited in line. I know that game is popular. I know that game's popular, so I'm sure I'm insulting somebody. And if so,
it's all
sorry. Kind of.
No, it's fine. I keep starting constantly. Feel free to cut me off because not all of them have anything behind them to say.
Ooh.
It's also like kind of very, very popular here in the SEA territory.
More popular there than here?
Seems to be.
Seems to be.
Seems to be.
What do you think?
I think it was like Singapore plays a lot of it.
Oh, that sounds like a fact. It sounds
yeah, it must be.
That it's there's a verb in there, there's a noun. All of them check out as things that would be realistic.
Yep.
Have you played any Grand Theft Auto?
Not realistic though.
Not realistic? Have you played any Grand Theft Auto? I'm curious. Have you ever?
I have actually. My first Grand Theft Auto was on the arcade cabinet.
Oh, okay. I've never played that.
It's good.
This is gonna just be so on brand that it's like you're gonna think I'm joking.
How similar is it to Enter the Gungeon?
No. Well, now I'm curious. How similar is it to Enter the Gungeon?
It's close to Hotline Miami if you want to think about it.
New. I'm gonna jump on this craze. I think this Grand Theft Auto might take off.
It may well do. I've already. I imagine I told you that I was working retail Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, you cut out.
I imagine I told you I was working retail when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out.
I don't think I heard that.
No? Okay, well, I was working retail when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out.
Oh.
And I was working in the electronics department of a major big box retailer. No identifying stuff going on. But
of course.
Just in general. And for... Sorry, I'm also trying to fight the tread knot. Not working correctly in my brain right now.
You got treads.
But on the day that released, so a bunch of people waited outside the store. They came in, snagged all of our copies, and we were completely bereft. So I was answering the phones at the desk all that day. People would constantly just pick up and say, hey, is there Grand Theft Auto 5? Can I come in? Can I swing by? Can I pick it up? And they would have this really, really long wind-up on them actually saying that. Like, hey, so I've called this other store, and then I called another store, and then they told me to call this store. So I started cutting people off, and like I'd pick up the phone and say, GTA 5 isn't in.
Yeah.
Or rather, we don't have any on GTA 5. And people would just start hanging up immediately.
Yep. I've done the same thing. I've done the same thing.
Such a simple day.
I have and am I'm currently not working there this month, but I've got the same job. And I've definitely been there for some major releases. I was there for like the release of the Switch. I was there for the release of the NES Classic and the SNES Classic, which were nightmares. Actually, SNES Classic was a nightmare because people didn't know how crazy the NES Classic would be. But the SNES was a nightmare. So it was the exact same thing. It was picking up the phone. We don't have what you want. But then, but yeah, it's just like, here's my thing. Yeah, if you're listening, let's do some good to the people working in the department stores. They don't need your life story if it's not relevant, you know? Like, the place where I work/am working kind of, it's a lot of older people who need tech support and think that was my job, but it wasn't. And it's like, so, Debbie's my grandkid, got me a new laptop, you know, and it's just like, this is how I got it, this is what I was eating that day, and everything like that.
This is my relationship to everyone involved in the story.
Yeah. Debbie's, like, I don't know. And that's something that I feel like I'm probably going to do when I grow up, too, but I feel like older people do a lot. Like, making sure to include the full names and relationships of everybody involved in every story that you're never going to meet. Ever.
I think, like, surely a large amount of that has to be that maybe you're not particularly close with that many friends by that time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, friend groups fall apart and not that many people make new friends in particularly advanced age. So maybe they start telling stories to people and then go, oh, this person doesn't have the context. I guess I need to explain all of the context in every story that I tell.
Yes.
That said, both you and I are kind of training ourselves to do that at the moment as well.
It's true. We're going to be so good. We're going to be so good at it. Rhapsody, are we going to be friends forever?
I think so. That's just as sincere.
There we go. Okay. Great. I don't know if this is the same, like, I feel like I've heard different things for different states in the US where this is more or less of a thing. Is it common to stay friends with people from, like, very young ages, like really early school? Is it common to stick with them or to stick with friends from high school there? Because it, like, does not happen here.
Yeah, so I know it doesn't happen there because I think, like, you have a culture of traveling for university.
It's true.
Yeah, we have a culture of staying where you are and going to the best university near you.
That makes
so we
a lot of
don't
sense.
really have, like, an Ivy League or anything like that. We have a couple of, like, well-respected universities, but it's more like each different university is respected for a different field.
Yeah.
So no, most people kind of stay friends with their high school friends, or earlier friends, possibly.
Yeah, that makes sense. I did not expect getting a logical reason for why that is. This is great.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, there is a downside, which is you have an established social group by the time you go into university, so you're not necessarily pushed out of your comfort zone if that's something that you're interested in particularly at that time. I know it's not necessarily something either of us are, but it is, it does limit your social circle in that way. You keep your old friends, but you don't necessarily make as many new ones. So what I did is I kept very few of my old friends, and then I just decided not to make any new ones for the heck of it.
That's, so relatable.
For fun.
Just to see, just for the, you know, everybody wants to go for the 100% route. You're going for any percent. You're going for that just minimum completion, you know?
Exactly. If I was in Stardew, I would be trying to skip. I'd be trying to speedrun by skipping the cutscenes where characters talk to you.
Oh yeah.
So I would just
not
form a relationship with any of them.
Who needs that? I mean, oh my goodness. That's
who needs anyone except for Sebastian constantly talking to me.
I think Sebastian is probably, like, on my bottom 3 of relationships.
What?
Because he literally, it's so realistic to how I am in real life. he's just the furthest away from me. Like, he's really far up there. And he's just not... All my relationships in Stardew Valley are built on how close to my daily walking path are they.
Yep.
Exclusively.
Yeah, I mean, I guess our relationship bloomed while I was working in the mines. And I was just constantly walking past his house, so...
Yeah, there you go. Like, that makes sense. All right, I'm about to go to the RNG department. I'm in.
Excellent. Thank you very much for doing that. I will tell you that I might die as the convict here. I do have lead skin, but also my best gun is the kiln.
Not a great best gun. Not
a gun.
No, it's a kiln. It's a kiln.
Yeah.
Have you ever done pottery?
Sorry?
Have you ever done pottery, ceramics?
Not unless you end the center. Not unless you end the question a little early.
Yeah. You ever done Potter? You ever done Harry Potter?
Yeah, exactly.
I have indeed. Thank you for asking.
What were you making?
Pot.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I made like... They're still in my parents' house somewhere. They're not good. Like, they're bad. Like, they're bad. There's like a little... See, and they're the type of ceramics that you make when you're just learning how to make it, where it doesn't have... It's kind of like... It's like an ashtray, but less obviously useful somehow. Like, it's just... It's like an ashtray that hasn't committed, you know?
So it's a... What you're describing is a lump of clay.
There's definitely a place to put something. It goes in.
Okay.
It goes in. But it's not. I'm not gonna be a whoever is a famous person in the world of ceramics.
Ooh, come on, deep pull. Get anyone. I'll applaud any reference that is valid.
All right. Let's see. I got no idea. I got Google will help me. Obviously, it's Maria Martinez.
I am so sorry, but the correct answer was Patrick Swayze.
Ah, Boo.
Yeah,
from the hit movie Boo.
From the exactly.
Oh, it's
my best
Maria
gun is
Martinez.
now Flame Hand, so I've upgraded.
Hey, that's something.
Yeah, I know. I'm on the forge with just Flame Hand though, so I might lose.
Yeah, Flame Hand's not good against the dragon. What do you got for health?
It's got 3.5 hearts as well as 2 armor at the moment.
Oh,
Could
you're
be doing
fine.
worse.
You're fine. You're
Yeah, my health
modest.
is okay.
You got lead skin. Right? Still?
I do have lead skin.
And the potion of it?
The potion thereof, yes.
The potion thereof?
Oh, never mind. We win. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm on...
Secret room.
What'd you get?
Secret room finished gun.
Okay.
Secret room, open brown chest, finished gun.
You needed to die for me to win, because I am fighting the RNG department boss. That was no bamboozle. I'm fighting him.
Yeah, no, I'm only like 4 rooms into the forge.
Oh, okay.
Without that, I think you would have won. Although maybe, I don't know. It really depends on what your weapon for completion of the dragon would be.
I'm pretty much just gonna have my starter when I get to the forge.
Yeah, this has not been a good run in terms of weaponry.
Nah, I'm rocking the origami, which I do like.
I was using that for a while as well. It was respectable. It was just not good.
Yeah. Ain't a banger.
Not at all. The supremacy of it.
Minimal.
Very low. Minimal.
What would you
Have
rate?
you
No.
finished your Reto scaling?
No. It's so daunting. Because not only do I have to do all the new items, I have to go back and redo all of the old items. Because a lot of them were changed. And it shifts around the scale quite a bit. Also, my opinions probably have changed. I got a lot of backtracking
Oh yeah,
to do.
almost certainly. There are certain items that are far better now because, like, you know, more ammunition is around, so you can actually afford to use certain items, things like that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But if you were to list a perfect 10 item, in your opinion, what is a perfect 10 item in the game?
A perfect 10 item in this game.
Yeah, perfect 10.
Honestly, I think that's just anything that gives you like decent broad stat boosts without any downside. So like Magic Sweet, Riddle of Lead.
Riddle of Lead. Yeah, Riddle of Lead's an easy one. It's just like
Magic Sweet isn't one for you?
Oh no, it is. But like Riddle of Lead, I feel like it's got that extra zhuzh. You know, that extra. It's nice, and it got the damage reduction thing, 50% chance to reduce on the last hit. If you get it on robot, it's like an 11 out of 10.
Ooh.
You know about that interaction?
Does it count every armor?
Yep. Every single hit gets the 50% chance to not happen.
How am I still learning things about the robot?
Because he's crazy, man. That's why I love him. He's got so many weird quirks to him. And yeah, and I like it.
The accuracy on battery bullets changing guns in particular.
Yeah. That's great. Like, immediately, Crown of Guns is an amazing pickup already because you're already at the 180 degrees instead of the 360.
Oh. All right. I will be finishing off the Heart of the Dragon now and roaming up to get that kill. Have you found your dragon?
No. I did make it to the forge, though. That fourth floor... It took some time without ammo.
That fourth floor you probably completed quicker than my my finishing of the fourth and then completion of the fifth, which is to say that if you didn't have to do that, I'm pretty sure you would have won.
Well, that's a different dimension. We don't live in that place. We live in the here and now. Where I said, I've been bamboozling you the whole time I killed the dragon. No, I did not. That would have been so good. That would have been so good. Oh, man.
Well, instead, I will just take aim at myself here.
All right. Please do.
Beautiful. And then at the very end, I'll also steal your outro.
Oh. I'm so mad. I'm so mad that I quit to the breach.
Karma. This is Karma having stolen mine. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. His name has been Reto of Retromation. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of our contents on this game. Link to the channel you're watching. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. And see you next time.
Bye.
Rap God.